But I would ask them to go a step further and to join us in calling for an end to the reckless rhetoric that I believe led to yesterday's incident that took place right behind me. And that does bring me to my final point. Let me be clear that Floyd Perkins was responsible for firing the shot yesterday that wounded one of our colleagues and our friend Leo Johnson. But Perkins was given a license to shoot an unarmed man by organizations like the Southern Poverty Law Center that have been reckless in labeling organizations hate groups because they disagree with them on public policy. And I believe the Southern Poverty Law Center should be held accountable for their reckless use of terminology that is leading to the intimidation and what the FBI here has categorized as an act of domestic terrorism. There's no room for that in a society such as ours that works through differences that we have on issues in public policy through a peaceful means. And with that, I'll take a few questions.
Sir, what evidence do you have that Perkins directly acted as a result of what the Southern Poverty Law Center said?
I'm sorry?
What evidence do you have that Perkins was acting as a direct result of the Southern Poverty Law Center?
Well, we know that, again, not wanting to get too much into the investigation, but we know that he was carrying 15 Chick-fil-A sandwiches along with 50 rounds of ammunition. That's not something you carry out to the park for a picnic. We know over the last 2 weeks since the Chick-fil-A issues took place, and let me be clear about that. As you've seen the stories and the reports about Chick-fil-A, you've seen the Family Research Council listed in many of those stories that the Chick-fil-A supports and underwrites the Family Research Council. They gave us a $1,000 donation a number of years ago. They don't underwrite this organization. They certainly are free to do so. But if you let me finish, I'll answer. And in those stories where it says the Family Research Council, it says they're a certified hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. We've seen that term used increasingly over the last 2 years, and it marginalizes individuals and organizations, letting people feel free to go and do bodily harm to innocent people who are simply working and representing folks all across this country.